Draymond, how did you guys get back into this game? What did you guys change? What did you guys do at halftime or third quarter to turn things around?
Uh, Second quarter turned it around, although it didn't really show in the results, the score. When Pat Spencer came in the game, he changed the game for us. When J.K. came back in the game, he changed the game for us. When BP came back in the game, he changed the game for us. And so those guys, they really picked up their intensity and their force, and everybody followed. Then Slow-Mo came in the game, made an impact. Loon. And all those guys really changed the game for us defensively. We started to get stops. Then we're able to push the tempo. We're not playing against a set defense the whole way. And, it really changed things for us. Unfortunately, we couldn't close it out.
What's it? How hard is it? What's it like, I should say, when you guys go basically 5 minutes without a bucket and they're having a hard time scoring too? Is it all about defense, or is it just some missed opportunities in there?
There's definitely some missed opportunities offensively, but, that happens throughout the course of a game. The one thing you can control is your defense, your effort on that side. So, we never want to go 5 minutes without scoring, but you keep their points to a minimum and it all works out.
Steve kind of mentioned that oftentimes late in NBA games it turns into a pick-and-roll game. You don't have Steph tonight. That's part of the reason you struggle down the stretch. What is the key when Steph's out there, but certainly when he's not, to beating good, focused defenses without having a pick-and-roll game?
Just got to settle down and make sure we get into something, get into some sets. I thought we were a bit scattered, and that's on me. The game gets to that point. Somebody got to slow the game down and get us into a set. And, I am the veteran out there. I am the one with the most experience out there. So I got to get my head out of my ass and go get the ball and get us into a set, something that would be beneficial for all of us. I think so many of us, everybody wanted it. J.K. was getting to the hole, he wanted it. Wiggins got into the paint a couple times, he wanted it. BP did as well. But our spacing wasn't correct, and so they're able to collapse on the paint, and we don't have the proper kickouts because our spacing wasn't right, because we weren't getting into anything. It was just guys making plays themselves. And so I can do a better job there, and I definitely have to, especially when Steph's out. When he's out, I have to make sure that I'm getting us into something. And AV told me, he told me the last 2 days that would be the case. And times you just get lost in the game. I kind of got lost in the game a little bit, but I got to be able to identify, that we're a little scattered and get us settled down and get us into something. That's not on BP or any of those guys. They don't have the experience to do that, so that's my fault.
Jonathan started and played bigger minutes, partly because, you moved to center. I know it's kind of almost a push and pull, but, I guess what's your updated view on how much you're able to play center, which would probably allow Kuminga to fit in a bit more?
I've never been a guy that won't do what a team needs. I pride myself in being whatever the team needs me to be. And so I don't necessarily think it was a matter of him just being at the four. I thought it was a matter of him being aggressive. He was at the four his first inning. He wasn't good because he wasn't aggressive. He came back in the game the second quarter, and he went for broke. And when you go for broke with that level of talent, that level of skill, it usually works in your favor. So I don't care what position he's at. We need him being aggressive at all times, and we'll all fit in around that. We'll figure it out. And I think that's the thing he needs to understand is, what we need him to be. That pressure that he started putting on the rim, we need that all night. And everybody else will figure it out. He has that level of talent that you better just go figure it out off what he do. And I think, he has to understand that. He be aggressive. Everybody else will do what they need to do and figure it out around him. And, he should wear that badge with honor, because that's, not many people get that opportunity in this league. And it's set up for him to do that. So we need him to do that. And, like I said, when he checked back in after he subbed out the first time, that's what he did the rest of the game. And that's who he got to be for us.
Draymond, what does Pat Spencer do behind the scenes on a daily basis that earns your ultimate trust for a bigger role like he had tonight?
He's always just solid, man. He never wavers. He's very opinionated in a good way. He will share the things that he sees. Extremely smart on and off the court. He's just always steady. He gets his work in, doesn't bother anyone, but is not afraid to say something. I respect guys that, like, he'll go up to Steph like, hey, Steph, man, this is going on and you should do this. And I respect that. He'll come to me like, yo, and I say something back, and he like, nah, but this. And you're like, and like I said, it's never in like your teammates, you should be able to talk to your teammates anyway. But it's never in like I know more than you, or, it's here's my opinion, here's what I think. Okay, you saw this, here's what I see. And like when guys are like that, you respect it. And so that's what Pat's been for this team. It's good to see him get an opportunity tonight and take advantage of it.
Raymond, how are you feeling about this kind of group of games? Obviously 3 straight losses, some of them different than others after the fast start. Do you feel like something's been lost? Do you feel like something needs to be a little bit altered? Where are you with the team right now?
Yeah, I think anytime you're losing, you need to figure something out. I don't think it's a matter of something's been lost. We know what our identity is as a team, and you have to stay close to that as possible. Throughout the course of an 82-game season, it's kind of impossible to stay and keep that identity the whole way. But like I said, you want to stay as close to that as you can. But, that's why you want to get off to a fast start, because you're going to hit rough patches throughout the course of an 82-game season. And if you build a cushion, it allows you to withstand that. So our fast start was great for us, and now, we've lost 3 in a row. Nobody's panicking. Enjoy Thanksgiving tomorrow. Come back Friday, get a good practice, and go try to get a win in Phoenix.
Andrew played. Oh, excuse me.
No, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Andrew played 35 minutes in this game. He also scored the first 9 points. Then he had the assist on. He's just coming in locked in. And I don't know that we've had the opportunity to ask you lately what you think about maybe his last 5 games or even his season at large.
I think his season's been great. I obviously went through an event that none of us ever want to go through in life, but unfortunately that most of us do go through at some point or another. And I think, he's had to deal with that, and I don't want to speak for him because it's a very sensitive thing, but it's something that he's had to deal with for the last 2-3 years. And it also gives you something to play for. The reality is, you want to come in there every year locked in and focused of your career, but it just don't always happen that way. Sometimes you need to find different motivations, and I think, what he's gone through has given him something more to play for. And he's showing that he's locked in. And then also, none of us know the toll that took on him over the last couple of years, we all live in this basketball world where you think that's just it, but the stuff that happened in life you carry, and sometimes it can carry over into what we do. It's a very emotional game we play. So, I think, like I said, none of us just know the toll that was taken on him, but the season that he's having, it's good to see him locked in and focused and enjoying what he loves to do.
Hi, Draymond.
Hello.
On a lighter note, Thanksgiving is tomorrow. Can you share what you're thankful for and what is the dish you look most forward to divulging in?
I'm thankful for life. I'm thankful for my life, my family, my job. What I get to do for a living, something that I dreamed of as a kid. So I just try to indulge and enjoy those things. What I'm looking forward to most is a huge plate. Probably some dressing. My wife makes a really good dressing, so looking forward to that. But most importantly, just being home with my family, watching some football. Lions are playing. Do a little quick watch, Draymond Green talking about football with Jordan Schultz, and just chill and enjoy my day.